Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope everyone's had a fantastic day. I'm joined tonight by Miles Above and Nico Belmont, who is currently AFK grabbing food, who will be joining us via cellular cellophone. Hello there in chat, Iron. Glad to see you here, as always. Hello, Miss Mandy Lynn. Glad to see you, too. If I seem a little frazzled today, it's because I have been, like, out doing stuff all day, and I just got home, like, an hour before the stream call started, so I didn't even really have time to just, like, chill. I had to, go over to, visit my mother so we could go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which, my verdict on it, without getting into spoilers, have fun watching Bridgerton. I've heard of it, don't know what it is. My verdict on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, as someone that's not a particularly big Mario fan, never really got super into it, but, you know, I respect Mario for what it is. It's fine. Doesn't deserve the critical thrashing that's been getting, but it's not a masterpiece either. Carries over a lot of the narrative and pacing problems that the first movie had, but also fixes some of the presentation problems. Namely, there's no, like, distracting real-world pop songs or musical numbers. There's a lot more just actual Nintendo music motifs, which you would want in a Nintendo movie. That's one thing that I will say the Mario movies so far have had over the Sonic movies, is they're not afraid to drop in motifs more blatantly from the Sonic games, instead of just, like, hiding them in more generic orchestral tracks. Let's see, what's her name? Brie Larson is a wonderful Rosalina. Really surprised me. But then I remembered she's an Oscar-winning actress, so she is talented. Rosalina's underused, I will say. For how much they build her up in the very beginning, there's not really a satisfying payoff to a lot of her stuff. The whole ending feels rushed. Because the movie moves at breakneck pace, and there's just no time to just, like, sit and chill and develop the characters and talk about what's going on. It's just, okay, this scene's over, on to the next set piece. And that's the same problem that the first movie had, but I would say it's a bit worse here, because there's higher stakes. But other than that, like, you know, it's inoffensive. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 if I were someone that rated on numeric scale. Not terrible, not great either, but perfectly serviceable.
So it's something.
Yeah. I don't regret seeing it. I don't feel like my time was wasted. But it's not gonna stick with me. It's not gonna stick with me in the way that, like, Sonic 3 has. Because, I could go on a whole tangent about Illumination and the fact that they're the ones given the Nintendo license for movies, but, like, it's the Mario movies, just like all of Illumination's products, don't take narrative risks. They play everything very safe, so they don't have the risk of upsetting anybody, and thereby appeal to the broadest market imaginable. Hey, Lulu. So, if you know how Illumination makes their movies, the Mario movies are better than their usual crop of crap, but, still not spectacular. I would like to see a third Mario movie tell more of a story instead of just having a very thin plot line and then just set pieces that lead from one scene to the next. Broadcast market, which also means less passionate. Exactly, Cobalt Rogue. That's Illumination's entire make and model, is making movies that appeal to the broadest demographic possible, so they can make the most money possible while investing the least amount into production, aside from, like, most of the money going to celebrity voice actors and licensed music.
Is there a white mage in the audience?
Welcome back, Nico. I was waiting for you to get back, and Lulu is there in chat.
Sorry about that. Hey, honey.
We got some I Teach Vader playing right now. Win the race. I was waiting for.
I heard it from the first floor.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get back before starting tonight's game. We are finishing off Sonic 06, and then moving from that into more Metal Gear Solid 5. Hey, Lulu.
What?
What do you need?
Here. What did you have for dinner?
I don't know. I just made a TV dinner.
Okay. I'm gonna go see what's upstairs.
Okay. Love you.
I don't.
Can we get an
Wow,
Can we
okay.
get an Awoo?
Oh, yes, dear. I love you.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe that one.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I'll do an ow. Ow?
If you two keep up this passive aggressive sweetness, there's gonna be 2 diabetics here in stream, and I'm going to be the second one getting diabetes from how sweet you two are with each other.
Oh my god.
God damn it. Did you ask Lulu about the Fox Girl question?
No. I'll talk to her about that later. It was just like an idea that popped into my head about like how Vixie's physiology. You know what? I'll say it right now. An idea that popped into my head about how Vixie's physiology works that I got from an old Fubuki from Hololive stream, which is like, Vixie's character model has both fox ears and human ears, right? Like most, like fox girls and cat girls and stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Fubuki, you know, the fox girl from Hololive, came up with an explanation for, like, why animal girls in anime and stuff like that have that design. And I thought, like, this is my headcanon for Vixie. The fox ears, in her case, are for understanding animals, and the human ears are for understanding humans.
Dot.
What? That's it.
Vixie only has fox ears, no human ears.
Well, you just said she had both when I asked.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because something else was going on. No. But no, she only has fox ears.
Okay, I was going off. You had a Gaia model made for her, and I know you can't hide human ears in those, so I thought that was just what you were going with.
No, I couldn't hide the human ear, so she just only has fox ears and tails.
Okay, so she's got the sides of her head are completely flat and smooth because no ears. Think about that now.
But she could shapeshift to human and have regular human ears, yeah.
Okay. Well, now that's cleared up. We've waffled long enough. Let's get Sonic 06 finished, shall we? Also, hey, Shadow Dragon.
Alright, have fun.
And I'm gonna be testing out, let's see, the new model should have loaded, which means when I click this button here, here. There we go. Now I have a proper controller that's not a pain in the ass to line up. And if I'm playing on PC, it'll track my inputs. Which I'm not doing tonight, but you know.
Yay, aesthetic.
Yes, aesthetic.
So I'm going to tell you guys what I've been up to lately because I have not told people.
Okay.
Okay.
I have been playing Honkai Star Rail with a fresh account, trying to see if it's actually possible to play free to play as much as I think it is.
So the same
what's
thing
the
you've been
verdict?
doing.
No, I didn't play entirely free to play on the other account. I, like 6 months ago, bought something I realized when I went through my history.
Okay.
So what was
So
the verdict?
I'm still only at the beginning of it on an alt. I hate it because I keep getting my butt kicked on it whenever I'm playing it. Because I don't have my good character, Saber.
Okay.
Let me make
I
sure
don't
I've
have a
loaded
healer.
up the right save file, because I've got 2 on this account.
Because I need a healer and I don't have a healer.
This is the wrong save file, so fix that.
So if I can get a Saber, then I'll probably be okay, but I don't have a single Saber.
Also, do you guys want to stay above my head, or do you want me to move you back down?
Above the head maybe might be okay, unless you think it's gonna block the game.
Not particularly. It'll make it easier to read subtitles.
And then let's just do above the head so you can read
audience.
subtitles.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
need to
above
read
the head.
subtitles. It's more so for the audience, because, you know, if we're talking over cutscenes, I have it set to lower the game audio when we speak. Which I can teach others how to do that if they want to. It's a built-in thing in OBS that you just have to, like, play around with. Alright. Last episode. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This is the first time I played Sonic 06 since getting my Memphis, Tennessee figure. It's sitting right here on my desk.
Damn.
Let me
My
set
pop
it.
figure.
Let me sit it upright. It comes with a stand that looks like, you know, the purple energy that comes out of him. Got some decent articulation, but it's hard to pose the arms. So I have him kind of A-posing with his palms outstretched like he does when he's just kind of floating there.
Oh, God.
He does have a head tilt, which I was surprised about. You can tilt his head up and down. You don't often get that on action figures.
Also, murder of Sonic the Hedgehog before the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was a thing.
Yep. Also, this is the only time Mephiles ever interacts with Sonic in this whole game. It's just to stab him from behind.
That sneak attack, though.
Like, keep in mind, this whole game, Sonic has not been aware that Mephiles exists.
I just find it funny that Mephiles just... I understand, like, Sonic and Mephiles did not even interact as much, but Mephiles needs to get a backstab in on Sonic to even actually hit him.
That iconic Mephiles the Dark laugh that became a meme. Because it's like, you don't often hear Dan Green doing evil laughs like that.
Yeah, you don't hear doing that.
He's typically cast as heroes rather than villains. Or, at the very least, when he is playing a villain, he's not this theatrical.
I heard a soda.
Yeah, I'm opening up my caffeine for tonight. I decided not to fix coffee, because I don't need coffee and Coca-Cola and Ghost. Like, I've been staying up till, like, 8 in the morning for the whole week. So, like, I'm trying to cut down on how many caffeinated drinks I'm having during stream, because that's what's making me stay up so late.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like, I'll have an energy drink, or I'll have coffee. Not both.
At long last,
Goofy.
Okay.
able to join with you. Here, bless.
Plus, the coffee pot's almost empty, and I didn't have time to brew more. Tonight's flavor is Welch's Grape.
Ooh, nice.
I finally started restocking the good flavors at Food Lion now that they're done renovating. Makes it so I don't have to,
I think you might be right.
I am right. It makes it so I don't have to drag further to Harris Teeter and deal with, oh, I want to get the Great Popsicle C4, and every time that I scan it or the cashier scans it, it doesn't show up in their system, specifically that flavor and nothing else. So I have to either remember what the price is, or they have to make up a price to charge me.
Make up a price.
They have made up prices to charge me before. They've charged... I bought 4 of them one time, the first time that I had this problem, and they only charged me $1 a can.
Jeez.
So I got 4 cans of C4 for $4.
That is so cool.
Yeah. There we go, Solaris. The eternal flame, the sun god. Master of time and space. Wait a minute, both Mephiles and Iblis are around in the future. Why didn't they come together in their own time? You know, it's funny that I'm being squished as I'm reading this question and answering it now that I think about it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We lost Ari for a couple of seconds being squished, so what do we do now?
I'm back.
What is this? Where are we?
Why didn't they come together in their own time? Because the plot in this game is more of a rough draft than an actual, like, finalized plot due to the game's rush development. There's so many plot holes, and even just direct errors where they forgot to fix things from a previous draft. Because, like, this game was developed and released in, just under a year, with a shrunk staff compared to what they usually worked with, and working on brand new tech on a brand new engine that had never been used for anything before, and was never used for anything since. It's a miracle this game came out as playable as it did.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, this plot has a lot more holes than Swiss cheese, so...
Look, any attempt to, there have been fan attempts to, like, try and come up with logic to explain the plot holes, and I'm like, you know what we call that? We call that plot spackle.
There's no amount of, fixing that is gonna fix this. This thing is, mangled beyond all repair. I mean, mind you, 06 is a good game, but it's like...
I wouldn't say it's a good game. Objectively, it's not, but I know this has become a meme at this point in the Sonic community. It had the potential to, I wouldn't say be the greatest Sonic game of all time. I would say it had potential to be okay, if not particularly good. Like, serviceable.
I was trying to be kind, but okay.
Yeah.
At least one of us here was the jerk.
Yeah, you're trying to be kind. I'm trying to be more realistic.
There's been actually a lot of people that defend this game, down to the fact, they say it's better than Adventure 2 Battle.
Those, I would say, are deluded. But I will say I enjoy this more than Sonic Forces because it's actually trying.
Yeah.
And unlike Sonic Forces, a regular playthrough doesn't last 2 hours.
I mean, I like Forces, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it. No. If anything, I had a lot more fun with it than 06, because... Again, I already spoke my history with 06.
Forces is objectively more fun to play. It is mechanically sound, and it is not a glitchy mess, but has bland level designs and an awful story, and is over too quickly for $40.
See, I did the smart thing, and my local library allows us to rent out video games now, library books. And Sonic Forces was one of those games.
This bit right here is just a bit from The Princess Bride, where she's like, hold on, I feel Sonic's presence in the wind, we can revive him. It's literally just that Princess Bride thing of you'd see your friend is only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Here, open his mouth.
With the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
I was going to say, isn't that the one where the Sicilian, is a dumbass and drinks the poison.
Yes, that is like one of the first scenes in the movie.
He just drinks the damn poison and just like, ah, I did it! I win, so now you're going to die. Falls off.
Yeah, it's not just that he drinks the poison, it's that he gives this long-winded, self-contradictory speech of how he's not going to lose with the poison drinking thing.
Oh, God.
Just to end up dying immediately. Like, he's built up as if he's going to be a recurring character. He's just dead from that point onward.
But no, I rented Forces from the library, so basically I paid nothing just to play it.
I bought it digitally and pre-ordered it, so, yeah. Played it
So
the moment...
I probably made a good call then.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'll go too. Because it's for Sonic.
And also because I'm a freak of nature, I also bought it on Xbox and Steam. After already not liking it.
That's
Fair.
crazy.
Then again, I'm that person who bought Castlevania Anniversary Collection on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam.
I bought it on Steam just for the modding community. Because, like, there's a lot of mods that add, like, new parts for your custom character.
Oh, we're about to have a scene that's gonna upset a lot of people.
Yep. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to make a gag out of it. Yeah, the scene that, made Elise live on forever in infamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemies in these stages are not likely to do much to impede your progress. It's just these, like, instant death wormholes that appear the longer you take. Those are more likely to kill you than anything else. I don't think... What? Okay, I'm gonna die because the glass didn't break like it was supposed to.
That's weird.
God, that's weird.
That's
man.
not weird, that's expected from this game. Because you're playing through Crisis City as Tails, and... like, the other Sonic character... like, in Sonic and Shadow's playthrough, I misjudged my angle on... my flight on that. That was all me. That was my fault, not the game's fault. Like, Sonic and Shadow just homing attack through the glass. But, the characters do not have, like, jump ball damage in this game, you know, where, like, you can jump and it deals contact damage to enemies and destroys, destroys obstacles. That's not a thing in Sonic 06.
I was going to say, if the glass doesn't break on its own, I'm assuming it
It doesn't.
Then I was gonna say, what about the dummy ring bombs that Tails has?
That's what I'm saying. I threw one at it and it just went through it.
Oh.
Turns out I didn't need to go through that glass anyway because the exit is somewhere around here. Tails, never say that in that way again.
Oh God, no! Please do not taint my. Please.
That's exactly why I'm saying that. Like, guys, he is 8 years old. You do not need to take that out of context.
Right. So I'm gonna take my two-tailed best friend and go now.
Okay, time for best boy. Omega.
Oh, Miles. So, a couple nights ago, I was listening to YouTube with Lulu, and we came across a Pokemon Advanced Battle episode, and it was of a Waltz, and apparently that poor Waltz had pneumonia, and they managed to save it, but No Shore was like, hey, another hour, and this Waltz would have died. I'm like, no, why do you attack me like this?
Because it's Pokemon.
I know it's Pokemon, but why do you attack me like this? Also, Gardevoir's voice in that one threw me off. Like, I was like, oh.
Boy, it's an enemy gauntlet in a timed take too long in the world end stage.
It's like a deeper voiced Gardevoir, but the Kirlia and Ralts sound a little more higher pitched.
So instead of being like the usual guards, like Gar.
It was like Gardevoir.
So more like a deep kind of mommy-ish voice. Not mommy in a seductive way, but like motherly, I mean.
In a way, yes, but at the same time, it sounded like, hey, basically like the they said to the voice actors, hey, so, this is the Pokemon you're going to voice. Oh, okay, so you're assuming she's very, elegant and, almost,
very regal.
Regal, and yeah, and that's what threw me off. And that's what threw me off a little bit. And I was like, I'm not complaining, but at the same time, I'm just like, I guess I'm so used to like the other Gardevoir voices that this one kind of like jarred me a little bit. And I'm like, I mean, it's a good voice. I'm just like I'm just used to like a certain version of it.
That was a totally fair death.
What happened?
One of the instant death blue wormholes spawned on top of me.
Oof.
And I'm playing as Knuckles now, which means I have to deal with his broken collision on walls.
How bad is the gliding with him again?
He has a very fast drop time. For the glide, and he has trouble getting off of walls once he's stuck to them.
Well, basically, what you're saying is his glide is shit, and he can't really do much.
Yeah, and even his melee attacks suck because he has the three hit punch combo, but it doesn't have like a wide area of effect. It is just the hitbox is just his fist.
I was going to say, like, Heroes had had the best version of Knuckles' punch when he punched the ground and, like, fireballs came out of it.
Yeah, he has more moves as well, but you never need to use them because you only plays him, like, twice throughout the whole game. Like, once, technically 3 times, including one side mission that has you play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in succession. But, like, story-wise, you're going to play as Knuckles in, like, 1 or 2 stages of Sonic's story, and then 1 stage of the final story, and that's it.
Also, people keep forgetting in the fandom with Knuckles and Rouge that, yeah, both of them have magic powers.
Yep.
Knuckles can shoot lightning, and Rouge has, like, dark, anti-gravity magic.
Yeah, both of them have, you know, like, something that can stun or confuse.
Black Wave.
Well, I'm not talking about Black Wave. I'm talking about like they also have like stun/confusion magic abilities.
Okay, yeah, so like a time stop or something, yeah.
Well, I'm going off of Sonic Adventure 2 multiplayer. Like Knuckles gets a ground pound that stuns temporarily, and Rouge gets a ground kick that stuns temporarily.
I was gonna say, that feels more like a downward punch, if anything, with Knuckles.
Well, I say ground pound, I mean like a down... Like, down, like, hard punch to the ground.
Like a stun, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, Knuckles has that lightning attack, and, Rouge has Black
Thunder
Wave.
Arrow.
Yeah. Rouge has Black Wave, which, not only damages, but also, confuses the controls.
Yeah.
Silver had a similar ability in Sonic Rivals. Like, because Sonic Rivals is mainly based around platforming racing, every character has a unique special attack that they can get. And Silver's is that it temporarily messes up the other player's controls. And it's not in the usual way that a lot of games do it, where it's like, oh, the controls are reversed. No, the controls are kind of randomized.
Oof.
Shadow gets obviously gets chaos control. He slows down the opponent. Sonic gets a version of Sonic Wind that just deals damage.
Yeah.
And Metal Sonic, the other big playable... Oh yeah, Knuckles gets that same, like, ground punch stun ability. And then Metal Sonic copies the ability of whoever he's racing against.
It makes sense.
Metal Sonic in Sonic Rivals is basically a mirror match character, because you can't have two of the same character racing against each other. And Rouge has the same problems with gliding and sticking to walls that Knuckles has, but she has better attacks, because her attack, you can just, like, that charged, where she throws out a volley of bombs when you hold down the attack button. That is her best ability, because not only can you aim it, it deals massive damage and can hit multiple enemies if you, like, rotate while you're throwing them. So, like, despite having some of the worst platforming, as I'm encountering right now because she's stuck to this rock, she has some of the best, like, ranged attacks in the game. In a game where ranged attacks typically suck.
Yeah.
And Omega also has some great abilities, but again, you only get to play as him a couple times in the whole game. He's also one of the ones that's easy to break platforming with, because if you just, like, engage his glide, and then, like, his hover ability, and then just rapid tap the jump button instead of holding it down, he will stay parallel to where, like, you engage the glide and just T-pose his way to victory.
Yeah.
T-pose.
Oh god, here we go, Amy.
Yeah, having to play as the slowest moving character in the game on a time limit with some of the worst attacks, because her hammer also has, like, dog shit range. It's not like her Adventure 1 hammer.
Amy, I love you. I don't blame you for being this slow in the game. I blame the developer.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of mechanics in this game that straight up don't work as intended, or, like, stuff in the manual that was not actually able to be implemented in the game.
Yeah.
Most infamously, all the characters have a, like a super meter that lets them use their unique abilities. Or like Sonic Shadow and Silver have it. There's also supposed to be an experience bar that levels up as you, like, defeat more enemies. That's just straight up not a thing in the game. The bar is there, but it never goes up or down.
Yeah.
And, you know, most infamously, Sonic's ability gauge never empties, so you can use all of his special abilities as much as you want without any consequences.
Oh, shoot. I gotta go do something real quick for school. I'll be right back.
Okay, please go do that.
Alright.
To be fair, a hammer is getting up close, not Thor's Mjolnir, though she did summon her hammer back to her in Sonic X after she threw it. Yeah, but her...
I actually have a... I was gonna say, oh, you want to say it or should I?
I'll say my thing first, then you say your thing. I was going to say, like, the way her hammer is typically depicted in games is rather than it being like a regular warhammer, it's more like working on cartoon logic. Like, it's comically huge. Whereas in this game, it's more regular-sized, and that affects its hit range, and also the fact that you can't move when using it.
I was also going to say that, I was also going to say that, technically with how her hammer is designed, like, this is, like in, Sonic Adventure 1, her hammer is technically, a bit long anyway, because it has a long handle, but a massive, like, head.
Yeah,
and, where she makes up for, like, she has reach, but, since her hammer is, like, super heavy, it goes off of how, of momentum and gravity. It's just a matter of how she swings it, and, like, It's very weird.
Yeah, in this game, the hammer is more proportional to how big she is. Instead of being comically oversized with a long handle and a huge hammerhead, it's just like, you know, more like the size of like Mjolnir, where like it fits in her hand instead of it being huge.
Also, apparently, that hammer is heavy as all hell.
Yep.
Due to the fact that it's about the equal weight of a car.
Also, thank you for the resub, JKR. 32-month streak. Impressive.
Nice.
That was all right.
And that is
Also,
the level done.
Yep. Also, I hope you're doing all right, JKR. Please get good rest, my dude.
Yeah. He says he's had a rough day, but, you know, take the time off that you need. I enjoy you just being here to watch. And if you're not commentating. And if you feel that you need to get off, just unwind. I absolutely understand. Alright, time for the scene that made Elise the most hated character in Sonic history. Even more than Chris Thorndike.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that Amy didn't murder her right.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the Chaos Emeralds revive him and power him up to Supersonic. I'm like, okay, but what's the kiss do?
Once again.
Was the... Like, I get that was trying to be, like, a capstone to their, I guess, budding romance. It wasn't really built up as a romance. But, like...
Now it is my time to return the favor.
What's the kiss... What power does the kiss have in this? Or was she just like, it's now or never, I'm going to smooch my furry boyfriend?
I was gonna say, I feel like it's more so along the lines of, like, you know, like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty, like the kiss like wakes up the person, but even that is I'm giving Sega way too much credit. So
and then the screen flashes white because we don't get a interesting transformation animation for Supersonic. Also, Supersonic's kind of colored weird in this game. His muzzle is yellow as well as his quills. And so is his nose. Like, everything's yellow. Not usually that way.
I'm gonna say this again. I'm surprised Amy did not take that hammer upside Elise's head.
Shadow Dragon said Sonic and Sonic Shorts. Not sure what's creepier, the fact she made out with an animal or a corpse.
Yes!
But what I was going to say is the screen flashes white. I was going to say it flashes almost as white as she is.
I'm gonna say one thing about the final battle, because I have seen this on YouTube. What I like about it is how, in a way, it resembles, like, all three hedgehogs fighting Solaris is basically, like, one's fighting them in the past, one's fighting them in the future, and one in the present.
Yeah, that's canonically what's going on.
Oh, so I was right on my guess. Okay.
Yeah, if you stay around long enough to hear, like, the characters' idle chatter from the sidelines, Eggman says that Solaris is a multi-dimensional being that needs to be defeated at all points in time in order to defeat him.
Yeah.
He says it right here. Like, you have to defeat him in the past, present, and future to actually get rid of him.
Something that's anchoring him in this dimension. That's probably the light shows that can be seen on.
And like the way the fight works is like he is only vulnerable to one of the hedgehogs at a time, and the puzzle element is swapping between them to figure out who can damage him at what time. I think there might be some visual tells to it, but I've never really picked up on them. It's more so like there's a pattern for the first phase, and then in the second phase, he swaps between vulnerabilities at random. Like the first phase, you have to use silver first. Also, this is the only game where Super Silver is a thing.
Yeah.
Gonna have to basically waste some time here because Silver was getting low on rings. This is also, like, mechanically, what the way that they show that Solaris is more powerful than your average Sonic Final Boss, something like Perfect Chaos or the Bio Lizard or Metal Overlord, is because he can damage their super forms. Like, they lose rings when they're hit by his attacks. Not many Final Bosses do that.
I know of only one other, and that is at the end of Sonic Advance 2, because Eggman made a laser that actually drains and damages Supersonic's rings.
I did not know that because I haven't played much Sonic Advance 2. I know that I think some versions of one of the phases of Dark Gaia from Sonic Unleashed can deal damage to your rings. And I know that, if I remember correctly, Heavy King from Sonic Mania can damage your rings.
Yeah, I think Advance 2 was the first time that was ever a thing, because during that battle, like, if you did get hit, it took like 10 rings off of your counter, I think it was. And with the way how that boss fight is, it's basically Doomsday Zone, but instead, hey, now I can take away your energy.
Okay, so now I need to switch to Shadow. So, like, the tell that tells you which one to switch to is based on, like, if he's guarding with his left arm, from our perspective, left arm. Well, no, from his perspective, left arm. I'm getting my lefts and rights overcomplicated. Then you have to throw his meteors back at him with Silver. If he's guarding with his right arm, then you need to pelt him with Chaos Spears as Shadow. And then once both of those are broken, you need to hammer away at his body with Supersonic.
Silver, it's your turn. I'll take care of this.
Oh god, he's T-posing to assert dominance!
Okay, all right, it's my turn.
Oh god.
Yeah, because, like, the arm... You're breaking the armor on his arms and exposing his core.
I was gonna say, like, doesn't this guy's HP drop like a brick?
Yeah, this is a fight that goes by pretty quick once you figure out the pattern. And you can dodge almost all of his attacks just by spamming the dash button.
Yeah, because I remember, like, this guy's HP, especially in the second phase, just drops like crazy.
Which is a shame, because second phase has the best final boss theme of the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah, it's, no, I agree. It's a better version of his world.
Yeah, the orchestral version of his world. Like, for such a very flawed game, this is such an epic final boss fight that's actually, like, while the boss itself is very simple and not all that challenging, it feels epic. And a lot of Sonic final bosses have...
I guess it's not gonna
3D Sonic final bosses haven't lived up to that.
I will say this. There's something that Castlevania and Sonic games actually share. And that is, despite how good or bad the game is, the soundtrack is very good.
Yeah.
There's at least one song or multiple of them that are, like, very good.
Yeah, and people who've known me for a long time know that I'm an absolute Crush 40 mark, which kind of hurts to say now because Crush 40 is not a thing anymore. Their version of his world is objectively worse than the one by Zebrahead, which is the main theme to this game. Johnny Joelli's vocals just don't hit right for this kind of song. So I actually prefer the Zebrahead version instead of, like, one of those rare instances of, like, an adventure-era Sonic game where I'm like, okay, the final boss theme is not by Crush 40, and the version by Crush 40 is worse. The other one being This technically is an adventure era, but it's like right at the tail end of there. The
I think
final
it
boss
kind of
theme for Black.
counts- Go ahead.
The final boss theme for Black Knight. There's a version by Crush 40, and it's just so flat compared to the one from Black Knight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I count 06 as like the end of the adventure era. At least.
Yeah. The whole, like, eras
I-
thing is very loosely defined.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I say, this one, I think when they introduced it, the boost or whatever.
Yeah, the boost debuted in
is when-
Unleashed, which came after this.
Yeah, so yeah, I would count when they released Sonic's boost ability. That's when the new era began. Because adventure, in my opinion, because 06, I mark that as the end of the adventure era.
See,
It's straight up that, in my opinion.
for me, I don't think that Unleashed fits neatly into boost era or adventure era. I see it as a transition between the two, because while it does introduce a lot of the mechanics that would define the boost era, like, the boost, obviously, but also the 2D segments in 3D stages, it still carries over a lot of the narrative and world design stuff from the adventure games that would not be seen again until Frontiers. Like, it has hub worlds. It has, abilities that you unlock throughout the playthrough. It has, a big supersonic final boss. The story revolves around gathering the Chaos Emeralds. Eggman is working with, Monster of the Week that overthrows him. That kind of stuff. It's an adventure story and world with mechanics that would go on to be further expanded on, starting with colors.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fair. Then again, to be fair, I never played Unleashed. I actually skipped that one. I think I played Black Knight, I played Secret Rings, I missed Unleashed because I was just like, I was kind of burnt out. Plus, to me, I was like,
It was a very, I was going to say hit and miss era for Sonic, but it was more misses than hits at that point.
Yeah.
But, like, I define the eras more so by their vibe rather than, or like a unifying vibe rather than like, oh, this mechanic debuted in this era, that means it is part of this, that this game fits in this part of Sonic's history. Because, like, Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 play very differently from each other. Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes have completely different gameplay styles and stage designs, but are still counted as part of the same era because they have overarching narrative and gameplay design themes.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just, in my opinion, I just feel like I'm still sticking with what I'm feeling on this, and it's just, I feel like 06 is just like adventure era's kind of like end or like final bow.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. It's definitely the end of when they tried to do adventure type games. I just think that Unleashed is less so, like, it's not strictly adventure era, it's not strictly boost era, it's a transition phase.
Yeah, and
that's all I'm trying to say in a long-winded way. And that's a final blow.
I get you. Yeah.
The main difficulty from the second phase is that there comes a part where he just starts doing a beam spam, and when you switch characters, he can and will get you locked into it while the switch is happening, so you unavoidably take damage.
So basically, Fire Lizard, down to last health, both lasers and spheres firing at you to stun you, to just stun lock you.
Yeah, but while also taking 10 rings per hit.
Yeah, that's the difference. But no, like I said, I love Adventure 1 and 2. Like, those are always going to be my top favorites. I love the Advanced series. I love the Advanced series, especially since 2 introduced one of my all-time one of my other favorite characters, and top Sonic waifu, Vanilla.
Yeah.
And I love her sprite in that game. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah,
like,
she has a
sprite
cute.
does look good.
She has a cute sprite in that game, from what I've seen of it.
Yeah, and I like the Genesis era games, and it's just in terms of Sonic games, I did not play another one until Generations was the next like full-on game I actually played,
which was a good one to pick up.
Well, yeah, because I love the hell out of Generation. Also, my one of my neighbors did not know how to beat Metal Sonic because he never knew how to deal with him. And I'm like, Metal Sonic's pretty easy.
Yeah, Metal Sonic's easy. You can beat him without taking a single hit pretty easily.
Yeah, I got all S ranks, all red rings, everything 100%ed on the original Generations achievement list.
Nice. Yeah, Generations, weak story, basically no story. But like the most solid gameplay of that like 2010s era Sonic. Like best stage designs and best feeling controls.
I was gonna say, I think where it lacked in story, there was a lot of nostalgic value because you're taking a trip down memory lane throughout all stages.
Yeah.
And even if you're like a new Sonic fan, like the old ones are like you just forget, like you can forget the story for being like not very creative, but going through like Green Hill, Chemical Plants, Casino Night, Sky Sanctuary, especially Sky Sanctuary in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like when I heard that music, that modern remix of that was just so fucking good.
The thing for me was seeing modern twists on Radical Highway and City Escape.
Yes, and Perfect Chaos.
The truck chase. Oh my god.
Yeah, they chose violence, especially with classic Sonic.
Yeah.
They're like, oh. Also, I find it funny. Cream's mission is in City Escape, where you have to race her, and this truck is chasing you while she's flying with a bunch of chow.
Yep.
I'm like, what did I do? What did we do to you?
Also, only time in that whole era of Sonic up until she still hasn't appeared in a mainline game since. She's only appeared in side games. That she had her modern voice actress, Michelle Ruff. She would not get to voice Cream again until Sonic Dream Team, which was about 10 years later. Because Cream just fucked off and didn't appear in any games with new voice dialogue until then.
It saddened me because, like, again, I'm a huge fan of Cream and Vanilla because, again, it was funny how this cute little bunny girl has a pet attack chow that shuts down every one of Eggman's robots in just seconds.
Chemicaplama, welcome to the stream, says Cream was in the back rooms.
Cream was in the back room. No, Cream was in the back rooms, and then the back rooms became afraid of Cream.
Right, she fell in the hole.
She fell in the hole, came out a being that destroys all worlds.
Can I tell? I know you haven't played Dream Team, obviously, because you wouldn't be able.
No.
You wouldn't be able to even with your site because it's an Apple Arcade exclusive, which is dumb as hell.
I never. Well, to be fair, I never owned an Apple phone, and the only reason why I was able to play Castlevania Grimoire of Souls was because I found an app that actually allowed me to access Apple Arcade on my Android. But it did not have Sonic Dream Team, so no, I unfortunately missed out on that.
Yeah, Sonic Dream Team came out after you had lost your vision.
Yeah.
Like, Cream is central to the plot of that one, because the way that Eggman is able to get into the Dream Realm is because he's powering his like dream portal thing using Cream's dreams, because she is so kind and pure-hearted that her dreams energy is the most powerful.
That makes sense, actually.
It's like, canonically, Cream is the goodest girl.
She is, and she's also friends with Big the Cat, the god of the world, and destroyer of worlds, and yeah, whoever messes with her has to deal with her mother and Big, and anyone else who tries to bully her. I mean, even in Sonic Cross Worlds, people were like a lot of, like, if anyone was like, I think it was like during a Tails tube or whatever, Wave was saying, yeah, and if you try to hurt Cream, everyone in the race is gonna come down on you hard.
Like,
she was like scolding Jet. She was scolding Jet.
Because people love to draw parallels between Sonic and Dragon Ball Z, or like Dragon Ball as a whole.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightmare's here too. Hello, welcome. Sorry I raided and ran last night. It was just, had to get to bed at a reasonable hour, so I couldn't stick around.
Hope your Mario Party 2 ventures went well.
Yeah, Nico here is a Mario Party veteran. He has seen the scars of battle from Mario Party.
Yeah, I have stories to tell, but that is another stream.
Yeah, but putting it in Dragon Ball terms, Big the Cat is
promotion.
No. Big the Cat is Beerus the Destroyer, and Cream is Whis the Angel attendant.
Yes. I'm sorry, but just yes. I love it. It makes sense. Oh my god. But no. Definitely yeah. Sonic Advance 2, I love it, but God forbid getting the emeralds is just a bullshit.
Yeah, getting the emeralds in all of the advanced games has some degree of bullshit to it, whether it's the special stage itself or just getting to them.
Sonic Advance 1 is special stages. 2 and 3 share the same problem. 2, you have to find medals. 3, you have to find all the Chow.
Yeah,
for the key to even spawn.
The thing that makes it marginally better in Advance 3 is, like, once you've collected a Chow, it stays collected, and once you have the key, you can just retry that special stage as much as you want without having to go through the hunting again.
Yeah, which is why 2 is the hardest, and 3 is second hardest, and Advance 1 is the easiest. Advance 3 is moderate. 2 is the hardest one.
Advance 1 has the hardest special stages just because it relies on depth perception that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's also just an aerial version of
The flame of hope.
Sonic 3D Blast Sega Saturn special stage, but instead of you like running on a half pipe, you're like gliding with a board in
you're free falling.
So
you're free falling, and because it's not actually 3D, unlike Saturn 3D Blast, it's hard to judge your positioning in relation to the rings you need to collect.
Yes, Elise.
Yeah, I legitimately got all the emeralds in 2 and 3. I was not going to put up with 1, and I was just like, you know what? My friend let me borrow the Game Shark. I'm just gonna do that and play the final boss because
that's how I got to the final boss. Because I was like, I am not putting in that effort.
I'm not one to cheat in video games, but with Sonic Advance 1, I can make an exception because, like, I had nothing to do after school a lot, so I'm just like, I'll just get all the Chow in Advance 3.
And here comes the scene that made Elise one of my least favorite characters in all of fiction.
Such devastation.
Yep.
Where they
Also,
encounter
time to retcon everything.
yeah, where they encounter Solaris's primordial form at the in the Nexus of all time.
If we put out this flame, Solaris will never.
Nightmare says I like Mephiles because he actually killed Sonic. Yeah, he technically accomplished his goal.
Right?
What happened afterwards didn't matter.
I'll
say still won.
I said it once. I said it once and I'll say it again. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog before Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog became a thing.
Also, he has a sexy voice because he's voiced by Dan Green.
It will never have happened.
Yep, he was voiced by Yami Yugi.
His voice is literally just evil Yami Yugi, and that's what makes it funny to me that Dan Green has apparently forgotten how to do the voice.
So, Seal of Orichalcos, Yami Yugi, got you.
But yeah, this thing, like, I don't care what happens to all of reality and time and space. I just want to be with you.
Just smile.
Like, bitch, you are putting your playing with a 15-year-old, 3-foot-tall rodent over all of existence. Fuck you.
I'm gonna say this. I mean,
Just to be
canonically,
talked
if you-
into getting rid of the dimension, the reality-destroying
If-
monster.
if I may interject as well. Story-wise, yes, Mephiles was the first one to kill Sonic, but if you count all the extra lives players that burnt out throughout the years, we technically killed Sonic first.
I was going to say, like, Caterpillar has scored more kills than Eggman has.
Yeah, yep. But I was gonna say, technically, we're the ones controlling Sonic, meaning if he got hit, it was our fault. So, I'm sorry, Mephiles, we killed him first.
And yeah, with blowing out the primordial flame of Solaris, everything was undone, so nothing happened. But it also brings up the question of, hey, if the sun god never existed, what is this festival for then? Because it starts back at the festival from the beginning.
I also have an argument for you on that one. Why wasn't the moon fucking repaired?
Oh, there is a canon answer for that.
I'm sure.
And I know that, but I'm just saying, like a lot of things I've heard, like people say, like the one I go after is the Sonic X one, where Eggman just made a robotic half of.
Yeah, the Egg Moon. And Lulu's here.
Hey, Lulu. Yes, chirp, chirp, chirp to you too.
But there is like a canon answer to why does the moon look, how'd the moon get repaired or whatever, from the head of Sonic Team.
What? How does it go?
It's not repaired. It just rotated to show the undamaged side at all times.
That's what that was what I was gonna say next, because I find it funny because a lot of fan stuff on YouTube go like, why is the moon not repaired? I think it just turned on its better side. Yeah, but we can still see the holes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and in the prequel animation to Shadow Generations, they show that the moon is still damaged. There's still chunks of it floating out there.
Yeah, all because Eggman decided to piss on the moon.
Yep. Not even to accomplish his goal, but just because he was pissed at Shadow, and for some reason decided to throw a take that at Obama for, some reason.
Yeah, and I don't care what people say. That is my canonical reason why the moon is partially destroyed.
You pissed off. Eggman destroyed half the moon because Shadow gave Eggman's wife a golden shower.
Also, welcome back, Miles.
I come back at the end after my schoolwork and I hear this.
Yep. Only the best conversations from us.
God damn it.
I know.
But no, definitely with Crossworlds, like, I don't know if they're ever done with DLC or ever, but if they ever do more DLC for it, please add Vanilla as a racer. I would love that.
They've hinted that they might do a second season.
If they do, Vanilla definitely needs to be in there.
Has anyone seen Sonic 3? I have.
I have. I own it on my Xbox.
Sonic 3, peak cinema.
Yep. I was gonna say, like, I know they don't want to add too many characters, but in 3, like, they could have introduced Cream, like, somehow Cream is, like, working at the, Chow Cafe, the Chow Cafe thing.
The Chow Cafe thing was a weird way to introduce Chow as a concept, but it's like, Chow are already a weird thing in the Sonic world to begin with, so...
So, it's Detective Pikachu! He does look like a Pokemon! Pika Pika! I'm just like, dude, Tails is gonna jump over that table and beat your ass, Knuckles.
Nightmare, you're also an Eggman cosplayer, or our boy JKR, who's in chat as Lord Megatron 1992,
Yep.
is a prominent Eggman cosplayer in his local scene.
Yeah.
The Eggman of Chicagoland.
Yes.
And founder of the Mad Doctor division, which is our group raising money for Lurie Children's Hospital through Extra Life, both through streams and through in-person cosplay events, where I'll hopefully be joining this year, debuting my Dr. Wily cosplay, if I'm able to get all those pieces in time. If not, I'll still bring a cosplay with me, it just won't be a Mad Scientist themed one.
Yeah, because I think me, you, and Lulu are doing Trevor Sypha Alucard. I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing Alucard. It's just like, I'm trying to pack light for this.
Yeah.
For this, because I'm having to fly there. So it's not like my usual cosplay trips where I pack a huge ass bag.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just making sure, like, that's still the case.
Mad Science Division, Ari. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank because I have just been out and about all day. I've not had time to just sit and chill.
Yeah, that's fair.
I keep forgetting whether it's Mad Doctor Division or Mad Science Division, and you keep having to correct me.
Mad Cat Division.
You're wrong. It is the Mad Nerds Division.
I quote Sonic 06 Eggman a lot. He has some baller lines in this game. And also, like, there's one line from the Snapcube dub of this that, well, two Eggman quotes from the Snapcube dub of this that I quote a lot. Those being, flushed him down the turlet. And the other being, the caucasity of this bitch.
My favorite, aside from, like, everything in Sonic Adventure 2, Snapcube, my other hey, what the heck, is that King Koopa? I'm going to be the next king of hell! They're going to be me! Yeah, Shadow, he's got a lot of sins. You're gonna have to step up your game, bro.
Bing Bong, what's up? You're doing a bad job.
Ding-a-ling cocksucker, you're doing a bad job. Hey, Shadow, it's me, the devil. I love you.
Look at my long nose. I can smell you from here.
Oh my god.
Why are you so goddamn pale? Get the fuck away from me. Get out of my life, Sonic.
Oh god.
One!
Oh god. I am neither single nor taken. I am a gamer and I'm in hell. Oh my god, god. Alfred as Eggman never changed, my dude. Never changed.
I've seen some fans say like they want Alfred to be the next voice of Eggman in the event that Mike Pollock steps down or whatever. And I'm like, I do not want him to be the next voice of Eggman. And it's not because I don't think he's deserving of the role. It's because if he did take on the role as an official voice of Eggman, that would be the end of his streaming Eggman stuff.
Yeah, plus, no offense, they would nerf him to the ground.
Put the piss zone down, Sonic. You know what it does to your bleenus. I like what it does to my bleenus. Eggman?
Question.
Yeah?
Answer.
So I assume that 06 is over with at this
06
point.
is over. After credits are over, we are going to bring up the BRB screen and do some more Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Cool.
I was gonna say, don't forget though, Eggman killed Golden Frieza with a Nokia.
They had apparently they had a rematch yesterday or like the day before. I can't remember. I didn't get to watch it between.
Like, they had a fucking rematch.
A rematch between Perfect Cell and Neo Metal Sonic officially.
Okay.
It's only like 2.5 minutes long, so I'm guessing it's a joke video.
Probably, but no.
I'm guessing it's Death Battle, just like shit posting.
Pretty much. I was gonna say, Frieza's like, you made the iPhone, I'm gonna kill you, not like kill you first. Wait, no, don't break out the Nokia, that's cheating.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
I'll be back. What? What the fuck? Oh, God.
And we ended off with one last loading screen.
The last loading screen of our time.
Last loading screen of the playthrough.
And now, to get every Soliana medal and every S rank.
No. Hold on. I have it on the soundboard. I have it on the soundboard. I can play it. I can play it. I just have to navigate to it because I just don't have the button for it on my Stream Deck app, so I have to play it manually.
No, none of that.
Shame on you.
Yes. Look, I don't wish that on my my enemies.
None of that. Shame on you.
Look, I don't wish that on my worst enemies. I'm no.
And also, Nightmare/Koya showing that that he is absolutely cultured. Snooping as usual, I see.
Of course.
Long John Baldry, absolute GOAT. Not only a fantastic voice actor, really talented blues singer, and he is the reason that we still have Elton John as a living person.
There's one other Eggman/Robotnik line that sticks with me to this day. A nice dream, but all dreams are meant to be broken.
I watch a lot of YouTube Poop music they have.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, I have some of that in my music playlist for streams. Some of I Teach Vader's Robotnik YouTube Poop videos.
Yeah, you had Win the Race playing earlier.
Yeah. And I also have Robotnik Rock and Hedgehog Stew.
You need to win, Miles. You need to win the race.
Just win the race.
Win the race.
Just win the race. Just win the race. I don't care what it takes. Just find a way to win the race.
Jakur is here.
Oh, God.
Your Majesty, members of the Royal Court, may I welcome you to the capital of my new empire, Robotropolis, a city of
Also, welcome Cloud. Bringing up the BRB screen. Bring up the BRB screen so I can have a clean cutoff point for this recording, and then we will switch over.
I remember that.
Can I say my thing?
That no. Go ahead. Sorry.
Bring up the BRB screen so I can have a clean cutoff point for this recording. Play some music and while I'm hooking up the PS5, and then we will switch over to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Cloud says the anvil was aimed at JKR. Well, you missed.
Yeah, you missed
Horribly.
That dexterity roll was a 1.
But here's the real question: where are the dancing lobsters?
It's a lobsters. I ate them.
Yeah, they were.
JKR.
They were in. Yeah, we served them for dinner.
I was gonna say, JKR. If Robotropolis is, how do you know that the hedgehog is not gonna do crap brain?
Fair.
How are you, my guy?
Like I said, I've been up and down emotionally today. I think it's just the decrease in my medication regimen. Finally,
that weaning off period is going to fuck up your mood for a while until your brain adjusts to no longer having that chemical being pumped into you.
Yeah, I'm seeing the therapist who's helping me get off them. I talked to her on Friday, so
Okay.
we'll see if she decreases my regimen down further yet, or if we want to keep it stable for the time being and then let it work its way to stability for at least another month or so.
Yeah.
Going to, just saying this for myself, going to stop the recording here.